Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. Today's going to be a fun one because we're going to do another audience interaction stream where I review your portfolios and your picks live, specifically giving preference to the retail DAOs and specifically the VIPs. So if you are in retail DAO and you're a VIP, then just let me know in the chat as well, and I'll look to give yours priority, even though I will try to review everyone's picks. So just share your picks in the chat and I will start taking a look. I see a few already. Thank you, David, Carlos, and Crypto is Life. I'll get to those in a sec. But first, there is a slight pullback. So if this goes any further, then I think it's a good time to deploy some more of your dry powder. Slowly though, like don't go all at once unless it's a massive pullback. But there's a little pullback, so it's not a bad time to start thinking about deploying a little bit more of your dry powder. At least it's better than it was like much higher, like even Hype had quite the big pullback from like 40 to like 33 now, right? So better to buy now than it was like at all-time highs. Patience is what matters. But chat, I am reviewing your portfolios today, and we want them ideally in the format like this. But if you want me to do individual, yes, please press like if you want BTC 200k. Ion Trone. Hope I pronounced that correctly, but definitely hit the like button if you want that. So ideally, if y'all can format it in this, like this, then that helps. But I will also review individual projects today. So let's see, David, what is all will retire? This sounds like a meme coin. Sounds like a meme coin. Yeah, it's only on like Solana Dexes, 4 mil market cap. Let's see. Bro, this definitely sounds like it looks really scammy, like one of those gold projects, like tokenized gold. You know what I mean, right? There's been those more in the past than now. They also have a merch store. All will retire. Okay. I mean, it's a meme coin, right? It's like a community coin, a meme coin. 1000x, I highly doubt it. In fact, I would bet that it can't do 1000x. Maybe 10x at most. If things really get crazy, if this is the next like safe moon, then maybe like 100x, but 1000x, no way. I wouldn't touch this one personally. I would advise against it. Yeah, it is. It is very sketchy. Retail DAOs. Hell yes. We will check out Desync and Quai. Meme coin best case, community coin, like we've seen those in the past. I don't think they're really going to go anywhere. I mean, it could get a cult following, but I just think there's so many better, like more, it's just better plays on a risk reward basis is my honest opinion. Okay, anyways, let's look at Carlos. Thank you for putting it in this format for me. ADA and ETH, BTC, making up almost 90%. Actually, no, more than 90%. And then AVAX, Sol, XRP, DOT, and Atom. A lot of old coins here. Carlos, may I ask what's your thesis for putting so much in on ADA? I mean, I don't think it's necessarily bad to have it, even though I'm not personally a fan. I think it can do quite well. I would spread more of that into Sol and XRP, in my opinion, and having a tiny bit of DOT, Atom, and AVAX is not bad. I can't complain. I personally put it into other stuff. newer themes, less Dino coins. Um, I wouldn't personally hold Dot or Atom or even AVAX, to be honest. Sol or XRP, I see a stronger thesis for. ADA, I would spread some of that into the other ones, or maybe even some of your ETH and BTC. So that's my take. Overall, not bad though. I give this like a B plus portfolio wise. Crypto is life. Didn't you share this with me last time? But anyways, I'm a big fan of Sonic. Say, less a fan of Say. I'd put more in Sonic. AI16Z, now Eliza OS, is promising, especially if that sector comes back. Akash, not bad. Peak is good for DPIN. What is AO again? Is it this one? AO. AO, decentralized supercomputer built on top of Arweave. One of these. Okay, I mean, not bad. 10%. And then usual. I think I remember usual. 120 market cap. It's on Binance. Okay, very accessible. Redistributing the value monopolized by giants. A secure decentralized issuer takes back the value captured by giants. Building block stablecoin, yield, USDO, ultimate fiat stablecoin. So it's kind of like Maker per se. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see the all-time chart. Okay. I like your portfolio. I would do less of Say personally, but other ones not bad in my opinion. And then I do more on Sonic. I'm very bullish on Sonic. In an all-out bull run, this will do well. I give this an A minus. And yes. Wait, how come I can't hide the current comment? Oh, here we go. Okay. Hit the like if you want BTC. Check Caspa again. It's the fastest proof of work chain in the world. Check Crescendo update. I mean, to be honest, guys, Caspa proved me wrong. I was thinking that it could never do this rocket ship, but it proved me wrong. Now it's holding up decently. Let's take a look at. It's a block DAG and proof of work. Here's the thing. I don't think like it's getting that much usage, right? Like all the hot dApps are building on other chains. And sure, people like to mine this as a community effort. It could be like Litecoin, you know, like people like to mine. Wait, let me turn off my Discord. But I'm not necessarily a fan of DAG projects and architectures. I just think it doesn't really add anything. It's unnecessary. I like that people want to mine this and it's proof of work, but beyond that, it's just really not that impressive as a layer one. You know, even if it has fair, even if it's, let's check the Crescendo update. Let's see what he's talking about. Crescendo update. Caspa Crescendo. Let's take a look. It's going to be super fast. Faster than... Oh, I love this graphic. It shows the speed. fastest, most scalable, secure. See, I think other things have got a beat in terms of usage and adoption. That's going to be the biggest challenge here. Sure, people may like to mine it. I like proof of work, etc. But all this like tech stuff is just hype, in my opinion. Even if it is really fast per se. That's my opinion, Victor. Okay. Let's take a look at some other ones. Fellow retail DAOs. Shout out to y'all. Would love for everyone to join retail DAO if you're not in there already. Let's check out Desync and Desync. Destra. I think I checked this out in the past. Launched in 2024, so over a year ago. 150 market cap. Okay. GPU network and cloud solutions. So this is one of these like decentralized GPU networks and decentralized AI training stuff, right? There's a lot of these. It's highly competitive sector. Partnerships. Desync aims to establish a permanent distributed web. I'm not a fan of any of those distributed or decentralized web projects. It's been tried so many times, and no one has even come close to succeeding. ENS names, decentralized DNS. Yeah, so not the most excited about that, if I'm to be honest. Shaf, is that how I pronounce your name? And Quai Network. 40 mil market cap. Let's look at this. Okay, it takes forever to load this page. I don't really like websites that have so much fancy animation. Like, just give me the details, you know? Okay, this is too complicated to look at. Decentralized energy dollar on the only scalable. What is Quai Network? Give me a high level overview, please. We're asking Grok. Layer 1, okay. Proof of entropy minima, consensus, 50,000. Network of 13 interwoven pyramid. Like, why did they have to make it that complicated? 13 interwoven chains. Dual token, energy backed flat coin, and deflationary store of value. Founded in 2019. Okay. Do they have any impressive projects in their ecosystem or not really? That's what I want to know. Quai Swap, their own DEX, more swaps, Blueberry Protocol lending. Let's see. Quai Network, DeFi Llama. Is it on DeFi Llama? Let's see. I hope it's on DeFi Llama. No, it's not here. I want to see their like TVL stats, you know, their adoption stats. So yeah, Shaf, sorry bro, but I'm not too interested in either of those unless I'm missing something. Ethereum price target, honestly, I'm making the big bet that we get close to all-time highs but don't breach it. Call me crazy, I may be wrong, but all-time high was like, let's see, for Ethereum, all-time high was, if you look on the left side, 48, almost 4,900, and we're not anywhere close to that right now. So I do think we get close, but I do not think we breach it. So maybe like 4,500 is my target, and then we top for this cycle. Dot and Bonk. Honestly, I called it. I'm not that bullish on Dot. I think they're too tech focused, and sure they have amazing tech, but we know that that's not all that matters in this space, right? It's also about like adoption, tokenomics, narratives, like projects building in it. Are there any innovative projects that are making like hype waves? And OpenGov has been a disaster so far in terms of participation and also people milking the treasury, creating sell pressure for things that don't matter, right? So I'm honestly not bullish on Dot at all. Bonk is not, I mean, I'm not a big fan of meme coins. I don't think it's a bad meme coin. It's one of the biggest ones, right? But personally, I honestly don't like those memes that much. Yeah, let's see. 20% link, render ICP, FET, Jasmine GRT. In my opinion, okay, Link is solid, but its token has struggled for years now, largely because of unlocks and selling pressure. Like, if it wasn't for that, Link would be much higher, in my opinion. So, honestly, I'm not that bullish on Link. I'm bullish on Chainlink, but not on Link in terms of price appreciation, in my honest opinion. So I would cut a little bit of your Link exposure. Render, not bad. ICP, I would definitely cut a lot of. I think there's much more interesting L1s like Sui, Sol, even Hype with Hyper EVM, Hyper Liquid. FET is okay, a little bit of an OG. I would rather have more Tau in terms of BitTensor Tau than FET. But if you disagree, that's fine. Maybe I would sell a little bit of FET and buy Tau, personally speaking. So that's the changes I would make. I would give your portfolio a B minus. With those changes, maybe a B plus or A minus. Faster than Solana. Okay. Sol, Link, XRP, ETC. Why do you have ETC? Is that even doing anything these days? ETC, Ethereum Classic. Is it because you mine it? Look, it's even less than like all-time highs. Wow. Is that because you mine it? Otherwise, really wouldn't hold that much ETC. I mean, even if you mine it, you can sell it and buy other stuff, right? I like your Sol allocation. Link a little bit much. XRP is okay in that amount. And ETC, I would buy other stuff. So honestly, I give your portfolio a C plus. Michael O'Donnell, 50% ZBEC, 25% Ethereum. By the way, there's no I in Ethereum. It's ETHEREUM. XRP, Solana, and Doge. What's ZBEC? I mean, the other ones are fine, but what the heck is ZBEC? I don't even see a ZBCN. Oh, ZBEC network. Okay. Oh, it's at all-time. It's near all-time highs right now. What is this, though? What is this? OKX, BitGet? Oh, it says some big listings. How come I've never heard of this before? The centralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real-world value. Okay. Payroll volume. Cards, RWA payments. It's not bad. It's not bad. It seems like a legit project to me, doing legit stuff. Ondo Finance partners with ZBEC network. Let's see. Ondo Finance launch RWA payment network. Teams up with ZBEC. USDY integrate ZBEC's Instacart technology. So I think that is a decent project. I'm not sure about its ability to really like outperform though, Michael. So honestly, I would only hold like 10-15% of ZBEC and spread it out. Maybe get other stuff, other promising ones like Hype, Sweet, etc. Or maybe just spread it out into what you have already: Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Doge. Maybe some BTC. But that having a lot of ZBEC, I wouldn't recommend. You're kind of really going all in, high risk, high reward. And I don't even think that the reward would be that high in my honest opinion. So I give this maybe a C+. If it wasn't for that high of ZBEC, I'd give it a B or even B+. D-side narrative. I think it's legit. I think it's interesting and new. I just think D-side has such a small total addressable market. It's like it's not gonna get anyone interested. And a lot of the D-side projects are like just doing like charity donations for research, for scientific research. Can we look at Flock? Yes, I can look at Flock. It sounds like a meme coin. What is Flock? Flock.io. 15 mil. This is AI project. Not your models. Private AI training. Ooh, okay. Full stack co-creation. See, the thing with these is that, sure, their project may be cool and useful, but are their tokens actually like integrated with their... Oh, right here. Let's take a look. Token utility. Emissions, slashing, demand. Okay. Stake Flock. Governance and payment, pay fees. Doesn't seem like there's that much strong flow per se on the demand side. I just took a brief look, but that's what I'm seeing so far. There's also not a lot unlocked right now. If you see on the left side, like 183 mil. Max supply 1 bill. It's small though, so there is room for growth, and it's listed on Bybit. So not bad, but small allocation is what I would recommend. SLF, very undervalued. Do you mean Selfchain? Let's take a look. What is this Selfchain? 16 mil. You guys really like the small ones, don't you? Binance, BitGet. Okay, it's accessible. Seamless Web3 access with AI and keyless wallets. Well, that's good for user experience. Selfchain, AI-powered intents, decentralized ID. Another layer 1, though. I'm just so down on new layer 1s that aren't going to get any users, Like, this is all good. The top chain should do all this stuff, and they will in the future, if not now. But let's take a look at their ecosystem. Frontier wallet, Elsa AI, Hatchy. See, they don't even have that many projects in their ecosystem. That's the problem with all of these. So yes, it's early, but do I think they'll be the next Sui or Soul or Hype? High chances the answer is no. I like Quay K Key. How do you even pronounce that? Key Network? Quay Network? More than Caspa? FET and INJ are all you need for alt season. Huge pump and dump and people are still trapped in it. You're talking about Bake, right? Okay, let's take a look at FET and INJ. FET has become the artificial superintelligence network. Honestly, I used to be bullish on this more pre-merger because I thought that the AI hype would bring them to new highs, and it kind of did. But it's honestly like stalling right now, and I'm bigger on BitTensor Tau. Research and infrastructure for decentralized AI, collaboration. Like they combined, remember they combined all their tokens, which are really laggards. Like they were lagging, and they made a new one. Decentralized AI. I mean, it's a good mission. Can they accomplish it? That I don't know. Powers the decentralized AI ecosystem. Staked for network securities, access. Yeah, I just don't think there's that much like demand side flows for this, you know? It's just mostly speculative flow, which is never good for true ability to like outperform. And Injective used, I remember when Injective was doing better. One bill right now, it does have room for growth. Ooh, I like their website. Finance, yeah, it's blockchain built for finance, but Solana and Hyperliquid are better than that right now, right? Injective, it's just not. I consider this like tier 2, you know? It's not a tier 1 blockchain made for finance and DeFi. Timur, Hyperlane. Let's check this out. Hyperlane. Definitely looked into this before. Interoperability framework. It's one of those interoperability projects. I mean, look, its token is struggling. Like, could it do better? Yes, but it reminds me of Wormhole, right? Like, check out Wormhole. Just struggling ever since its launch. And just, yeah. Point being, not that big of a fan. Evaluating idea for a future stream, evaluating the Ethereum layer 2s. That is a good idea. Thank you for sharing with me ideas for future streams. But let me know what you mean by evaluating, like as investments or like actually trying them out to see which ones are like better usability. Let's see, let's see. Okay, we have a lot more to go through, but first I want to invite y'all to join us at Retail DAO. It's the home for serious retail investors who care about research and analysis and are not just aping into random stuff that influencers tell you, right? So we are a token gated community and I'm one of the early contributors. Would love for y'all to join. It's only like less than It's only like it's like less than $15 to join right now. You only need 20K of these tokens on Base network on your Base wallet, and then you can pass the token gate. So how you do it is you get ETH on Base. Just get ETH. Don't use USDC. You can either withdraw from Coinbase or get ETH on mainnet and bridge to Base, and then go to Uniswap, change it to Base, and swap for it. And then you're in. Go to our Discord that you can find on here. Join Discord button. And then go through the token gating process. It takes less than a minute. And then you're in. Say GM. Check out the alpha. Join the discussion that's flowing around. And here's the thing, folks. If you don't find it valuable and you don't like our fellow DAOs, then you can always sell your tokens and leave, right? Now, the price may vary, but that is, in my opinion, the best community of retail investors that I've ever been a part of. And we have, if you don't want to buy these, we do have an airdrop going on right now. If you go to our X page, that's here, let me show you, x.com/retaildao, then you can find this airdrop link in here. Right here. Right? It's in our pin post. Read this, read the notes, and then you can click into this page. Just do these steps very carefully, read these very carefully, and then you'll get 60,000 retail tokens, which is more than enough to get you into the Discord and pass the token gate. So I will make a video about this more in depth, so definitely keep your eye out on that. But in the meantime, let us go back to and link below to join our DAO. In the meantime, let me go back to, yeah, ETH on Base. You can also swap on Relay, Gas Zip, or any similar low-fee service. Exactly. Okay, let's take a look at more. From Florida. Oh my goodness, Siobhan, you have so much. ETH, Sol, Doge, BNB, BTC. I'd have more BTC, honestly. Though if alt season comes, then you're right about this. ADA, XRP, DOT, Link, XLM, Render, Sui, and a lot of other like really small ones. Honestly, for where we are right now in the cycle, I don't think this is a bad portfolio. I give this an A-. Siobhan, I think you're fine here. I think you are fine here with your portfolio. Yeah, I'm not that bullish on these two. Maple Finance, Syrup, they just partnered with Cantor Fitzgerald and Euler, larger TVL than Ondo, but way lower market cap. It's not just RWA, they're bridging the gap between DeFi and TradFi. Yes, I do remember. I do like, let me take a look. Right here, Maple Finance, Syrup. It's near all-time highs. So congrats on that. Asset management on chain, trusted by Anchorage Digital, Galaxy, Circle, Coinbase, Bitwise, and Sky. Liquid yielding dollar, institutional quality. Bitcoin yield, lending and borrowing. Yeah, I like Maple. I like it. I like it. What can I say? Syrup token, the native token of Maple. Hold, stake, earn rewards with Syrup. Own a piece in the future of asset management. Stake your Syrup. Aligning stakeholders, governing the platform, incentivizing participation. What network is it on? It's on Ethereum. I like it. Chatterbrains, I like it. I like it. I can't complain. I like it. Currently, I'm holding BTC, Hype, Sui, ETH, Sol, virtuals, and I forget. There's a lot of other like smaller ones, and retail token, of course. But yeah, I'm less on the full-on alt season mode right now, and a little more like quality and big ones, which aren't going to give as high returns. But I just don't want to be too spread out and diversified into high risk, high reward altcoins right now. Supra, um, it's and Oracles. Oh man, their token is destroyed. 63 million market cap. Let's take a look at Supra. That's what I mean by token destroyed. Um, Fully on-chain automation. AutoFi. People keep trying to invent new terms or sectors here. They used to just do oracles, right? Multi-VM. Oracle data. Super, they have their own L1. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not too much to be excited about, but when this turns around, could it rocket 10x again? Sure, why not? 600 mil. Yeah, not bad. It's not my favorite. Madhu, it's not my favorite, but I don't think it's bad. Like I wouldn't mind someone holding it in their portfolio. Syrup I like. Propy is an old school like real estate tokenization. Oh, it's gone up quite a bit since April 2025. Wow. Look at these like market cap. Propy is AI assisted title and escrow. Yeah, it's just I'm not a huge fan of these real estate tokenization projects. They just haven't gone anywhere. It's like those decentralized web projects have been tried so many times. There's really not that much demand or market for it. 10K this cycle and it's inevitable. You sure about that? I'd bet that it stays under 5K. That's already a 2x. And BTC is probably not going to do a 2x from this point. So, yeah. I may be wrong. I'm not super confident in that, but I'd be shocked if it goes to 10K. SCI. Let's check this out. Oh, is this the DeSci project? Research, yeah, it's like I said, it's like fundraising for scientific research. It honestly feels like charity. Explore tokens, vote on proposals. Conference tickets. It's just so niche. You know what I mean? It's so niche. Like if DeSci pops off, then sure, maybe, but it's just so niche. There's a cap to its potential. Ethersonic, I both like. Clearpool, Akash, Caspa. I think those are okay. Like they're not my absolute favorite. Besides Sonic, maybe. Ether, I think is decent. The other one's decent. I give it like a B. Stefan. High price action, I think it's amazing. The exchange is making a lot of money, and they're using that to buy back or burn hype tokens. I mean, on any major pullback, I would definitely buy more hype. Richie H. 34% BTC, ETH, Link, Sui, Sol, Aptos. I wouldn't get Aptos. ADA, other mostly near, AVAX, BNB, Crovet. You got some old school projects there, but overall, I like this. I give this an A minus. Just some minor tweaks, maybe buy some newer, more exciting projects. but overall, I like it. Dot was always overcomplicated. Yeah, I mean, they have amazing tech. That's what I said, but that's not, as we all have learned over the time, over the cycles, is that that's not all that matters, right, Emilio? Pyth is better than Link. Well, it is a smaller project. Link is doing a lot of stuff with like the big banks and TradFi. So if that ever flows into the token, then Link will perform amazingly. But that's a big if. I just think it's like too much like unlocks and selling pressure, right? That's the thing. Let's see. Look, it's only 650 million circulating with 1 billion in the supply. So still a lot of unlocks coming. A lot of selling pressure. Oh, etc. instead of ETC, Ethereum Classic. You may be right. Ondo, Aptos, I am Immutable X, Zeta, AIOZ. I like Sui more than Aptos. Ondo's fine. Immutable X is fine. Zeta, still near all-time lows. Universal blockchain. See, that's the thing. Same thing I said for the previous ones. This is just too much competition for these. Not even any interesting apps on any of these. You gotta have great projects in your ecosystem that get a lot of usage in fields that have hot narratives. And that's just not Zeta chain, in my opinion. And AIOZ, I think someone else talked about this too. 500 mil market cap. Let's see. DPIN. I mean, Peak is like one of the top DPIN projects. This also is for DPIN. Oh, sorry, I was looking at this. I think it's okay. It's kind of pricey already. 500 mil. What is Peak at right now? Peak is at 100 mil. You like AIOZ more than Peak? Do you say very technical? Retail won't get that concept. AI agents are much easier to understand and invest in. Exactly, Vinayak. Exactly. You're thinking on the right line of thought here. That is great analysis. And if I'm not mistaken, Vinayak, you are part of Retail DAO as well. If not, we'd love to have you join, and everyone else here. Open serve. Yeah, I think YouTube honestly does have auto filters. So if you're typing something that they consider spammy, then they will auto hide it. It's not us doing it. OpenServe XMW. OpenServe. I'm going to go through these really fast because we've looked at quite a few already. Let's see. AI Applied AI Research Lab, infrastructure for autonomous agents. So they're competing with virtuals and stuff like that, right? Serve token. Eliza. Not bad. 38 mil. Uniswap. Not bad. I think that's decent from my very cursory look. Morphware. 60 mil. AI Web3 infrastructure. See, the thing with a lot of these AI projects is that they may be legit, they may have great use cases, but you need there to be significant flows to their token from all these usages, or else it's just speculation, in which case you're going to get destroyed during the bear market, right? So not bad. I like these Android fixer, but you got to be careful in terms of seeing if they actually have like demand side flows for their token, if you know what I mean. BTC, Sol, ETH, Sweep, Popcat, Aave, Beam, Ondo, Tau, Sonic. I like a lot of these, bro. I like a lot of these. Honestly, if alt season is really around the corner, I would give this an A. Brillo. 5% in stables, perfect. I give yours an A. I'm not bullish on SPX, but it's one of the top meme coins, so and trending coins, so I just put it in my thumbnail. Yeah, I like Cookie DAO. I like Cookie DAO a lot, and I like it just in general. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's about like sentiment analysis. It's very similar to like Kaito, data layer for builders and AI agents, powering the decentralization of InfoFi. It's a creator network that evaluates engagement based on sentiment and loyalty, and they have APIs for builders and agents too. So I like it. I mean, I don't think it can really rocket that high because of like its very niche focus, but speculation can bring it higher, of course. I think it can regain all-time highs, if not surpass it. Layer 2s as investments. Got it, got it, got it. Cookie got listed on Coinbase. It did indeed. It did indeed. Not bad, not bad. Grabbing a small bag, Giovanni, not a bad idea. I wouldn't go all in on it, but yeah. Let's see. REI. Dang, you guys are getting into some that are at all-time lows. Like, why? This better be promising. Rapid, economical. Nah. No, 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 no. A lot of the other ones we saw so far are way more promising than this. Like, I don't even like their website or... Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. The walk, sorry. You like a lot of gaming projects too, don't you? Big on gaming. Personally, I'm not that bullish on that sphere, but not a bad allocation, Giovanni. I give this B plus, maybe B. Supra got rugged by its own team. We can say it got rugged slowly. Do you have more details about that, Gomo? I haven't heard of that. High risk portfolio, Vader, Luna, Neurobro, Lingo, Acolyte. That's very high risk portfolio. Hopefully it's no more than 5%. Oh, because it thinks that you're adding a link, and links are dangerous for people to click. That's the thing, Emilio. So many people are like doing those Bitcoin treasury companies, but they're doing it in a way that's potentially more dangerous than what Michael Saylor is doing. Like they could be forced to dump their Bitcoin holdings if the price goes too low during a bear market. So that is definitely something to be keep an eye on, and definitely something I'm personally worried about. I don't think he's necessarily the new SBF per se, but I do agree that that's a big. All these Bitcoin treasury companies, like besides MicroStrategy, are adding a lot of leverage into the system. And yes, they're helping pump our bags, but I do agree that it can end up in a spectacular crash. So if you have a lot of dry powder, then if you took some profits properly, that will be a generational buying opportunity. Folks, we've had quite a great stream today. I know there's a lot of other comments in the chat, but I'm looking to do these audience interaction streams every week. I'm thinking every Wednesday if possible. But usually we do these streams at 12 noon Eastern. So you can look to join me and you don't have to like remember or think about what time. I would appreciate a like though for all those watching. If you can give me a quick like, that'd be well appreciated. Subscribe to catch future streams. I do try to do them as often as possible, like 4 to 5 times a week. At the same time, 12 noon Eastern USA time. And I would also love for y'all to join Retail DAO, link below in the description. And like I said, there's a 2-for-1 airdrop going on right now that you can get into the DAO for free. It only costs like less than 15 bucks worth of tokens to join. So you should just get it and join ASAP. But if you want to wait for the airdrop, you can as well. Just check out our x.com profile. Let me just bring it up again. x.com/retail DAO right here. And you can, in the first pinned post, you can read more info about the 2-for-1 airdrop. So I'm going to make a video explaining this. Definitely keep your eye out for that. And had a great time. I will get to your picks and portfolios next week. And the rest of this week, I'm going to do different streams, like deep dive into something, and then end of the week news roundup. So would love for y'all to join me in for those on Thursday and Friday. But for now, I will end the stream and catch you all next time. Thank you for joining me, folks.